Hi everyone, this is Diane. It is Monday, rainy Monday here in Northeast Pennsylvania, and I'm ready to get started on my next project. I am going to work on a design team project for Artsology, and I'm using her kit called Assemblage. I'll show you the pages. So they're already collaged, and they're very lovely. I will link her kit, her shop below. So those are the pages, and then there are 3 liner pages, she calls them, where you can print them on the back or print them as they are. I mean, just, that's a lovely pattern in itself. There are 3 of them. One is dark. One, I'll show you what the other one looks like when I get to it, but I printed the 2 light ones. So there's the other light one. The other one looks like this. But I just wanted light ones so the owner of the book can write on those on the back of the pages. And I don't have to stencil and do anything like that on it to color it. Now, the kit does come with, now I'm not sure, since she gave me the kit, I didn't purchase it because it's a design team project, so I'm not sure if some of the ephemera is separate. But there are 2 sheets, I think, of ATC cards, so you get a lot of ATC cards to use, and you get some tags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tags. And you get a lot of folders. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 folders too. I'm only going to make 1 book, I think. So I might not use all the folders and all the cards, but I'm going to try to use as many as I can. But I did want to make some ephemera for the book. I didn't want to just use digitals. So this is the book cover I'm using, this very vintage book about button collecting. And I don't see a date here. I tore out some of the pages so I can use some of the pages in the book. I've collected some coffee dyed papers. And I am going to just decorate some library pockets to put in here. This time I want to use the pockets that have a larger, instead of this one with the tall back, I want to use this kind with the larger front. And I might as well do several of them while I'm at it, right? These won't all be for the book. Most of these have the tall backs. I think I'm running low on library pockets. Didn't think that would ever happen. These are purchased ones, I believe. Nope, they were torn out. These are the purchased ones. I don't know how many I'm going to decorate, but I'll get them out. Okay, that'll do us for today. So what I'm going to do is use some of my genuine cigarette cards. I want the ones that have a vertical design, so I'll just pull some of those out. I like those ones with the ladies on them. have a lot of verticals. Get some flowers and some ladies and some weird plant things. That ought to do us. And I brought my, ouch, I have hurt my shoulder today. Certain movements really hurt. Brought my napkins over, so we'll kind of play that by ear after we choose our cigarette card. I'm going to start with one that's not all, I'm just going to start with a plain one so I don't have to deal with covering stuff, because the napkin's going to be sheer. I have my Mod Podge here. I'm going to pour some in my cup. I normally dilute it a little bit, but I've been diluting it, and then when I have leftover I pour it back in, so hopefully it's diluted enough. And I get questions as to why I dilute and how much, what's the ratio. I dilute to make it last, to make it go further, and also because with the napkins you don't need it to be so thick, and I like it to be thinner. That's the only reason, and well, two reasons. And I don't have measurements. I just pour what I want into my cup and then just put a little water in there. It is definitely not 50-50. It's just a little water, just to make it a little thinner. Got some on my hand already. Okay. I think I'll start by inking this card. Pocket, I mean. Put this paper down. Let's start with that. Traveler's Joy, it says. So that will be adhered down. Now I can choose a napkin that will complement that. I have a lot of pretty napkins, don't I? Can you see them? Most of these were given to me in Happy Mails, and the good share of them were from Christy from Ooh La La Crafts. Smaller ones back here. Oh, these are the ones that are like tissues. Look at that bunny. So this pile back here are the smaller ones and the partially used ones. Okay. I like the color of this one because it just really matches that with the green edging and the browns. I just thought I might want a little more color, but I think I'm just going to go with this. Wouldn't you know, the first thing I pulled out after looking through all of those. So the roofer said they would be done today with my roof. When I went to work today, I noticed one of my drain, what do you call them, along the edge of your roof, where it collects the rain. Anyway, on the side of my porch, it was hanging. And they weren't here when I went to work. So I went, and then it poured. I mean, I could hear it on the roof. Pouring rain. So when I came home, of course they weren't here, but that drain thing was fixed. Eave trough, I guess is what it is. That was fixed. So they had been here. They started, but I'm sure they didn't finish because all their ladders are still here. So darn, I thought it was going to be done today. So then when that dries, all I'm going to do is just glue that on. And that's done. I figured while I'm doing it, I might as well do more than just for this journal. Stick that pretty lady on there. Actually, I want to try it with this toile and use her because of the red that she has on her. I thought this would be a fun one. I feel like I haven't done a video in a long time. So it was really super hot here over the weekend, and I know it was in a lot of the country. Thinking I want to put some book page on here too. And it's cooler today. The rain helped. It's still hot in the house. Especially upstairs. Even opening windows doesn't cool it off upstairs. And that's where I am. So I have my air conditioner running again. So I'll glue her on after that dries. I think I like this napkin with that. Poppies. Well, it's water lilies. Yellow water lilies, it says. Went to my sister's house Saturday. She had a big gathering because her son was coming from Maryland with his 4.5-month-old baby. And none of us had met the baby yet. My sister had gone down to Maryland, of course, when he was born. And this baby has a 2-year-old sister who is so adorable. So anyway, we all wanted to meet Ian, the new baby. So my sister had this meet and greet for Ian. So we have a pretty big family. I had 5 siblings and their spouses and kids, and she even included her ex-husband, so that would be her son's father, and some of his family. So there were a lot of people there, and it was a hot day. There was a little inflatable pool for the kids to cool off in, so they had fun with that. So the big people might have gotten in for a minute. So that was a fun gathering. This is some sort of a table. It's out of a masonry book. Next, let's try this pretty lady. I like this. We can do the toile with her too. I'll use some music paper. This is a book of Mozart music. Piano Concerti numbers 4 through 6 that Alicia Wheeler sent me. And it's got little tiny print in it. So I'm going to use a sheet of that. That was Saturday, meeting Ian, and my sister has 5 sons, and so all 5 of them were there, so it was really nice to get to see them and their wives and their children. The little 2-year-old girl is so precious. Her name is Molly, and she has this cloud of curls around her head, and she's just so well-spoken. She's only 2, not even 2.5 yet, and she puts, really good sentences together. But I was kind of just playing with her. She's sitting in her high chair eating, and she was being silly, and I was playing with her, and she just said, "I love you." I was like, oh my gosh, I love you, Molly. Say it again. I love those little ones, all those little ones, but you don't get to see them that often when they don't live nearby, and they get shy when they see you because they don't remember you very much. But she's not very shy. So that'll be a nice one. I love that one. I'm just going to keep making these. I hope you're not getting bored, and if you are, you can change the channel. Because I'm just going to make, and I'm going to keep the camera on while I make. Might as well keep going while I'm on a roll. I've been thinking about what to do with to embellish this journal, because the pages are collaged, and I'm not sure if making collage things is the right thing to do, or if it would just make it look too busy. Maybe I need embellishments that are a little simpler. So this is what I mean about weird plant things. It says, a plant rogue in bogland. It's a sundew living in boggy places. And it has tentacles. Looks like it's from another planet. So, anyway, that was Saturday. And then Sunday after church, my kids and their kids came to my house for tacos. We almost every other Sunday have a family dinner at my house. My daughter works a lot of Sundays, so she wasn't able to come yesterday, but my my son and his wife, and my son-in-law brought the boys, so we had a good time. So it was a very family-centered weekend. And then tomorrow, Tuesday, my sisters and I are having one of our sister days at Annette's house. So more family time. We love our sister time because at our big family gathering, like at Barbara's house on Saturday, I got to talk to Annette some, but it was at Barbara's house and she was busy, so I didn't get to talk to her. Very little. I think I'll just leave that as it is. But we like it when it's, you know, there's too many people and things to focus on when it's a family gathering. So when it's just us, then we get to talk and get to find out what's been going on in our lives, and we're just there for each other, and when we don't have one for a little while, when we wait too long between them, we really miss our time, our fellowship, our company. So I feel so blessed to have sisters and have such a good relationship with them. I love them dearly. I am the eldest of the girls. I have 2 older brothers, but my sisters are younger than me. And there were 4 of us, but the youngest one passed away 2 years ago. So we miss her at our family gatherings, or our sister days, and the family gatherings. My sister passed away just 8 months after my husband passed away. We had a lot of other things going on too in the family that were very difficult, so that was an awful time. But we're getting past it. God sustains. Whoops, I laid it down on the wet Mod Podge. So I am working toward getting my house ready to put it on the market. I've been thinking about selling and finding a smaller place that I don't have to take care of. Upkeep. Been thinking about it for, a couple of years. My husband died. It'll be 3 years next month. But all of a sudden I just feel like I want to do it as soon as I can. So I have to find a place to live, but I had a realtor come and look at my house. She's the same one that sold me the house. That looks pretty. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them ready as soon as I glue the cigarette card on. So the realtor came through and just walked through quickly and talked about what I, you know, made some suggestions on what I can do to make the house sell. And she's been really successful in selling houses very quickly lately. So I'm hoping that she's going to have the same success with mine, but I have to find a place to move into. Since I'm not buying a house, that should be a little easier. I just have to have it timed so that I can move into a rental. So I am, as you know, putting a new roof on. So that's the huge expense. But the roof was leaking and it damaged some of the ceilings upstairs, a couple of them. So it had to be done. So I'm hoping that's going to add to the resale value of the house enough that I can recoup some of the money, a lot of the money that I put into the roof. And I also have to have somebody patch the ceilings where they were damaged. One of the ceilings is in here, in the craft room. The other one is in my bedroom. So I'm thinking that after I do this design team journal, that I might have to take a break from making journals for a little bit and concentrate on getting everything in my shop that needs to be listed so I can get it packaged up and even sold and mailed, so I don't have so much stuff to move. And also destashing. So, and I've been destashing with an eye to, you know, having less stuff so that I can move, because I'm sure I will have much less space to put my stuff in. So I hesitate to just turn my YouTube channel into a sales channel, but I think that's what it's going to be for a little bit. Selling stuff that I buy at the flea markets and also destash. But I will try to do other kinds of videos too, because I really don't want it to, I don't want you guys to get tired of, oh, she's selling stuff again, you know. I mean, that is part of my income, selling stuff in my Etsy shop, but that's not what I want my whole channel to be about. And I believe that there will be less of that after I move, because I will not have space to store, to bring home flea market stuff and deal with it. I just have to simplify things. So I will still find some things at flea markets, but probably not to the extent that I've been doing. I just feel the need to simplify my life. Simplify my living space. I feel like that needs something else. Not that. I have this envelope full of collage stuff, but I picked it up upside down and everything fell out. It's just bits that I stick in there so I can use them on collage. I think that little strip of pink tissue paper is probably what I'm looking for. Okay, so that's probably enough of that. for today. Thinking of making a couple journal cards, but I'll do that in a separate video because I think I need to change my battery. So I will come back and if these are dry and glued together when I come back, I'll show them to you, but I'm not sure because I'm gonna just prep to do those journaling cards and then come right back, so they might not be dry by then. But you will get to see them. See you soon. Bye-bye.